especially when the hurricane's center goes past to the north and you're on the strong onshore south side of the hurricane pushing the water into Tampa Bay. And if it passes west of Tampa Bay, then eventually that flow turns to the south and it can push the water into downtown Tampa and other areas around the bay. So you don't have to be on Gulf front property to have a storm surge problem, and that's why all those zones in the Tampa Bay area have been given evacuation instructions. And note that there's still time on Sunday before the winds of tropical storm force arrive later in the day. Maybe on Sunday morning, if the authorities say you can still evacuate and you haven't done yet, do it, because storm surge warning, life-threatening storm surge is a danger of occurring there.
Dr. Knapp, I love to have a conversation with you. Love to hear your insight and what you have to say about a lot of these places, because I think your words are very trustworthy. A lot of people that are watching us.
Hindi pa siya uwi, mami. Uwi na siya? Pauwi na siya? Bakit ako parang mami? Para akong nilalagnat. Pero malakas ako. Mamiyot nga ako. Kailangan ako mag-release. Pag meron pa akong natirang energy, bakit ganun? Hanggat hindi ko pa nayaan yun, hindi ako makatulog. Sira na yata yung ulo ko.
I love all your hearts, and I love you, love you, love you, love you.
We gotta do hearts for Mama.
Goodness, that.
We gotta do hearts for Mama.
This is the best.
So that wasn't very good.
No, that was awesome, Todd. I love that, and I
Ever want something so bad that you'd do just about anything for it? Well, Adam and Eve wants you so bad.
Sponsored by Adam and Eve, everybody.
we love you guys too. Southern lovin', love it.
So there's a tip for all you guys. How a fat man gets a good-looking woman, you play a nice song.
Somebody did say you looked like somebody the other day, and it was fucking hilarious after I Googled.
Hello, Dad. Ireland's in the house.
Bohemian Rhapsody, I know that one.
Minnesota.
All right, what's the next song? We'll play it on YouTube.
West Virginia.
Oh, he wants John Denver.
John
We're fine.
Denver?
We're okay.
Who's John Denver? You guys want John Denver? True American, love you guys. Cheers to being true Americans, guys.
TNT.
Cheers to hunkering down.
And cold beer.
Here's to John Denver.
Who gives a fuck about a world record hurricane? We got this. Someone said John Denver.
American Pickers.
Manila, I don't know. Denver's dope, dude. John Denver left on a jet plane. Papa Roach.
Never came back again. He
Country
also died.
Purple Haze, Jimi
And he
Hendrix.
also died.
To a place.
What is
I
that?
belong. That's John Denver.
West Virginia.
We're not gonna play John Denver. Who said to play John Denver?
I think Todd did. And that'll be.
Todd.
I think we want to see Todd dance.
But you can't dance to John.
To go into our bloodstream. So here's what we've got. We've got the FDA that says, hey, you know what? For external use only. Think about this. They say it's for external use only. They're not stupid at the FDA. They know it goes into your bloodstream.
What is the establishment going to do when all this comes out? It's already come out about bisphenol A and atrazine, and then they're still putting it in stuff. What's going to happen to them? Why are they doing it when I've looked it up? They've got chemicals that are even less expensive that they could be using that have less problems. It's like they go out of their way to do this.
I think the companies today, are they purposely trying to kill us? I don't know if I'm going to go quite that far, but what I will say is they don't seem to care if they do. They don't seem to care.
Exactly. Just like Bayer with the factor 8. They knew it was in there, and they said, you know what? We'll lose money. Go ahead and ship these millions of dosages. They just didn't care.
Exactly. Hey, Ford, that, as a young person, was Ford with the Pinto, right? Oh, yeah, well, we had 30 gas tanks that will blow up. Yeah, we'll get sued for millions and millions of dollars, but hey, at the end of the day, that's a heck of a lot cheaper than having to replace all those gas tanks in a recall. I mean, golly, we got a business to protect. Again, when you...
You how those feeder bands have been stacked up, and it's not the only one that's going to impact you perhaps the next several hours too.
Well, that's not what I wanted to hear, but yeah, this is we haven't seen this much rain, Brent, in I think it's 12:30ish now, maybe 12:20. It hasn't rained like this since in at least 3 hours. We see some spattering from time to time, which feels harder than it is because of the gusty winds that have come with it. But this is as much rain as we've seen all day. Earlier, when we were up on the roof, just before, we had that funnel cloud that formed off the ocean, we saw a similar rain to that. Not that anything like that is happening now. I'm not trying to say anything like that at all, but that's the only other time we saw this amount of rain.
This right now is a very gusty cell. Obviously, we can see by the pictures, Brandon. Hopefully, we can keep your signal. You might need to move to a safe space because the radar is lighting up a little more so, going in the red now, approaching Fort Lauderdale Beach, not far from you. This is going to be lasting a little while too, Brandon. This extends back several miles offshore. So do keep that in mind and stay safe out there. But this is still kind of peaking this latest feeder band for you.
Okay. Yeah. We'll keep an eye on things as soon as it feels like we should get in. We will.
And I will ask you, Brandon. I was checking some observations.
This latest just giant swath of rain.
Brandon, if you can hear me, I was checking some of the observations, okay, at the airport there, and it's been about 4 inches of rain so far in Fort Lauderdale. Are you seeing a lot of the standing water where you are in the roadways, a lot of the standing water in the surrounding areas?
We're just starting to come just a little bit, if you can, Stephen. You'll see on the street a little bit. That's what makes me nervous, is if it rains like this for a couple of hours, it won't take long. But, that's where we are right now, and it's hard to see when it's dark. It is hard to see. I know Steve's saying I can't see it through my camera. I get it, but I wouldn't say it's, starting to feel like it's flooding just yet, but this is the kind of rain that you look out and think, whoa, here it comes.
Okay. We've seen these rain bands, as you know, and you've been out there experiencing. Most of them have been moving very rapidly on the radar, and might have to deal with this for a period of time, but then there's a bit of a lull, and then